call, please.
Councilmember Alderman Miguel Aguirre. District 2 Alderman Richard Hughes.
Here.
District 3 Alderman David Emery.
I'm here.
District 4 Alderman Michael Rodriguez.
Here.
And District 5 Alderman Matthew Martinez.
All right. Thank you, Paola. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, you can please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you so much. Please have a seat. And definitely get started. They're all items. Okay. Cool. All right. I think we have some in here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to item number 4. This is Citizens to be Heard. This is the opportunity for citizens, visitors, and guests to address the City Council on any issue or any item on the agenda in compliance with LGC Section 551.007. City Council may not discuss any presented issue, nor any action be taken on any issue at this time. Citizens to be heard are limited to 3 minutes each. Attorney General Opinion, JC 0169. All I want to add is those that are in the agenda, you'll get a chance. That's the appropriate time, but we still offer in case anybody wants to provide any kind of comments or they want to be heard, this is a time to go ahead and do that. Going once, going twice. All right, Paola, no comments for item number 4. We will go ahead and move on to item number 5. And the first thing that we have is presentation of service awards. And the first one we have is for Wayne. If he can actually come up, we'll go ahead and take care of him. So Wayne has been instrumental in being able to take care of our city. Started off working over at Public Works and then moved over to Parks. Took over the responsibility not only in the main park, but everything else in between. And along with that, at the same time, getting the calls, right? In the sense of, hey, there's a little extra thing that needs to be fixed. And he was always behind the scenes trying to take care of that.
No matter what time of the day.
No matter what time. But the one thing I did notice real quick is if I wanted to catch him before he got going, all I needed to do was show up somewhere in the morning.
Yep.
What was that? Bill Miller's.
Bill Miller.
Bill Miller.
Gotta get my key.
Gotta get his
key. 6:30 every morning, gotta get my key.
That was good. He was always punctual and everything, and we had long nights. I would always see him over there too, just trying to get ready and be prepared to go ahead and do that. So the council wanted to go ahead and present this to you, and it's recognition for the 12 and a half years dedicated service to the city of Vital. I know that you couldn't have done it because it was not only your commitment, but it was also Judy's commitment. So Judy, come on up. You're going to do that. So we wanted to also present something to you on behalf of the council. We wanted to say thank you. And we wanted to go ahead and do a picture. So council, we can stand up and move back a little bit. Get centered right in here. Get everybody right there. And we're going to go ahead and do this and do that. And take a little picture. Thank you so much. You've been instrumental. Appreciate it on behalf of all the families and everybody that used that park. We appreciate everything that you did to make sure that they had a good opportunity to take advantage of the services. Well, anything you'd like to share?
Quick word.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to the council. Matt Martinez, I work with you, LYP, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Paula, always give a call when I needed supplies for the park. I go straight to Paula. Pete, Public Works. I needed stuff from Public Works. I needed help with stuff in the park. I go talk to Pete. I get guys over there to help me fix it. So it's a team effort. Matt, Richie, I got a problem, graffiti or whatever, I give them a call. They get somebody over there, they get pictures taken care of it. So on behalf of myself and my beautiful wife, who stood beside me for the past 18 years, I want to thank the city of Lytle and the citizens for giving me support and making my job complete. Thank you all very much.
The cool thing about all this is this family will continue to give back to all of us. Because Wayne is still very involved with the Masonic Lodge, and trust me, from getting toothbrushes to the little kids to making some sort of sponsorship or scholarship event, they're always taking care of it. So we'll see him around.
We are selling raffle tickets. We raise scholarships for the Lytle High School students. So if you got any questions, you can call.
There you go. There you go.
Everybody.
All right. Keeping on, the next thing that we actually have is Miguel. Come on up. I tell you. So, in the Air Force, joining the Air Force is real quick, and we had an opportunity to not only learn about how to operate and how to take care of stuff, but one of the cool planes that we actually had when I came on was the F-117. That was a stealth fighter. Yeah, that was a stealth fighter. And I tell you, this is a stealth fighter right here. Because Miguel unbelievably would take care of stuff without anybody knowing. He would get a phone call, he'd get an email, or we would get an email, right? And we would talk, and he said, hey, I'll go ahead and talk to the person and try to figure it out and try to take care of that. So, just an unbelievable council member, making a difference. You know, he took time out of his schedule to volunteer and say, I want to be part of the community, I want to make a difference. And without your help, we wouldn't have been able to do all the great things that we've been able to accomplish. And I know it's huge, the stuff that we actually have been able to take care of here in the time, especially in the last 2 years. So this is his last meeting. After this, his schedule has just gotten way busy. And he's here all over the place. And he's always traveling. So I know if it wasn't for that, he would have continued to be part of our community and make a difference. So we have a plaque to present to you in recognition of 2 years of dedicated service to the city of Lytle and its citizens. So if it's okay, council, you can take a quick photo. Real quick. Do this. Just like the military. Like the old days. Here we go. And we look that way. There you go. All right. Anything you'd like to share?
I just want to say thank you. It's been an honor serving. Hopefully, later in life, I'll have another opportunity to do this.
We appreciate
I've
it.
heard you ever say in one time.
He's great. And, you know, his family is awesome too. Always involved, always taking care of stuff. It's great seeing him, whether it's athletics or anything else that is going on with our school district. Really appreciate that. Well, thank you. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna move on to the next thing with the proclamation. If you can give me, Jake, you can come on up real quick. I gotta do something before I get there. And let's see. You want to get it? You want to get? Okay.
He's always here in spirit.
Okay, those that know Jay, Jay has always dressed up like Miami Vice. So Jay here actually had an opportunity to be part of a great game show, and that was the Wheel of Fortune. And he went over there and just made a huge difference and highlighted our city too. That goes along with that. Jay is part of the school district, not only as a teacher, but he's also a coach, and he's always involved. And I can tell you that without a doubt, when he's not there, you can tell the difference that he's not there, because it's not. The vibes are not there. And I know you bring a lot of excitement, and you always say bring a lot of love.
Yes.
And you do that every single time, without a doubt. if you watched the show and saw the episode, you would see he was actually wearing, you know.
Yeah, one time I didn't wear a pastel jacket.
I know. He's like Miami Vice. He was looking. He had like a. It was like a green. You had one
I had a light blue one and a salmon.
and a salmon. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I gotta get close to what he normally wears. So it's like Miami Vice that goes along with that. So we actually have something to present, and if you can go ahead and read that. This one. Over this. And we'll look at it while she's actually reading.
Whereas the city of Lido is proud to honor Jay Topaz on the occasion of him being named Wheel of Fortune iHeart Week champion. Whereas Jay played the final round of the week with Jason Derulo, Grammy-nominated singer, producer, and #6 TikTok artist in the U.S. And whereas the city acknowledges Jay making his first appearance on the Wheel of Fortune on the 8th of April 2025, and whereas Jay solved 5 puzzles and won $17,000. And whereas the city recognizes later that week Jay making his second appearance on the 11th of April, and whereas Jay solved 5 puzzles including the bonus run and won $52,350. And whereas the city recognizes him being the grand champion earning a total grant of $69,350.
Therefore, I, Ruben Gonzalez, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as the mayor of the city of Lido, Texas, in recognition, therefore, do hereby proclaim April the 11th of this year and every year be known as Jay Tubb Day. In the city of Lido, Texas, to honor Jay Tubb for his dedication and service to the betterment of the city of Lido, its citizens, and Lido Independent School District. We're gonna take a photo, but you know, Dr. B wanted to be here, and when he can't be here, we always put him like right here. There you go, it stands right there. Let's see, stand. There we go. Make sure you get everybody there. I know. He's always on the photo.
Yes.
Yeah. What was that movie? The one? No, it wasn't. No.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. Right? Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
He looks like he's in a better shape.
Okay, here we go. Grab like this. Make sure we can see him. Alright. Okay, any comments? Anything you want to share?
I want to thank the city of Lido, and the community of Lido, and anybody that's here from the school district, for this. You've always shown me, a ton of love, even before I worked for the district. You know, 'cause I used to come in here and do, anytime Lori, wanted me, and I could make it out here, I would do, some emceeing at, different events at the school. And even, between my time I was here before and now, coming out here and especially doing stuff like the Pirate Field Day for special needs children, it's just always so much fun. And I knew that I wanted to come back here eventually. And what happened was I was out here for the Eclipse picnic that we had out at the football field. And I still get goosebumps thinking about that day because, we were disappointed that it was cloudy. It was like we can't actually see the eclipse. But I tell you what, there were tears shed and everything when it got super dark to where the street lights came on and I was playing a song, the 2001 Space Odyssey song, right? So it gets dark and this kid was right next to my booth and he said, "Is this the end of the world?" And I said, with tears in my eyes, I said, "No, it's just the beginning." Start playing Here Comes the Sun as the sun came up. And I said, "Yeah, I've got to come back to Lido to teach." So I'm again so honored at this and so honored to be a part of this community. And thank you so much.
Please speak to you. Thank you. All right. There we go. We put it back over there. Actually, you know what? I gotta go around. I gotta switch my jacket. That'll be good.
Oh.
Jay with the money, more money with no money. Right? He's got the money.
those days are beyond me. I'm gonna read hers. She doesn't want to read her own. You know?
All right, here we go. It's Paola now. Let's see. All right, so one of the unique things that we also get to do is that we get to celebrate a few special things that actually occur throughout the year. Come on up. Side. We get a chance to do a proclamation for a special thing.
All right. Whereas the Office of the Professional Municipal Clerk, a time-honored and vital part of local government, exists throughout the world, and whereas the Office of the Professional Municipal Clerk is the oldest among public servants, and whereas the Office of the Professional Municipal Clerk provides the professional link between the citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at other levels, and whereas professional municipal clerks have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality and impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And whereas the professional municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. And whereas professional municipal clerks continually strive to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of the professional municipal clerk through participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations. And whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the professional municipal clerk.
Now, therefore, I, Rick Gonzalez, which authority vested in me as mayor of City of Laredo, do recognize this week of May the 4th through May the 10th as Professional Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend appreciation to our professional municipal clerk, Paola, Liz, okay, Rios, and to all professional municipal clerks for the vital services they perform and the exemplary dedication to the communities that they represent. Thank you for what you do. We appreciate that. Okay, let's take a quick photo. Here we go, council. All right, comments? Very good. Appreciate it. All right, Mickey. All right. Well, thank you for your assistance and your patience. Be able to do that. Those of you that have here, except for Miguel can be excused. Everybody else, if you would like to, you're more than welcome to. Oh, and Paula too. You can't leave. Sorry, you got to stick around. We still got some business to go ahead and take care of. But the rest of you that were here, if you like to leave, it's more than welcome. No, more than welcome. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to item number 7. This is a consent of the agenda. Consider the approval of the minutes, and we're looking at April the 14th, 2025.
Mayor, I'd like to start by making a motion to approve the meeting minutes for April the 14th, 2025.
Okay, got a motion for us to go ahead and do that. Do I have a second? Second? Okay, got a second. Discussion?
Yes. The one that you sent out in the package says 2024, should be 2025.
On the top?
But that could get confusing 50 years in the future.
Okay, good. That's it. All right. Another discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and consider the approval of the payment of the bills.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the bills as presented.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Got a second? Thank you, Richard. Okay, any discussion?
Yeah, Lynette, the 3 Rise Brand buildings, that's just missing the office, right? So there's actually 4 total? The Rise?
Oh, the right one, yeah.
There's going to be 4 total, and those are the 3. Okay, thank you.
They don't all come in one.
Right.
envelope, They're all separate.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, all yeas. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, council. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to number 8, and this is a public hearing. We have 3 different ones we're going to take care of. The first one is A, conduct a public hearing concerning an application by Alejandro, I want to miss Boneta. Thank you, sir. To locate a manufacturing home on the property legally described as SG Cross Subdivision Lot 10, 0.61 acres, generally located north of Noon Street and west of Wisdom Road, Lytle, Texas. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show the public hearing open at 6:51. If you can mark that down, Paula. And I'll see if anybody would like to mention any comments on that. I know we're going to have an action item, so we'll take action at that point. But right now, is if there's anybody in the audience just wants to say a few words or say anything with that. Going once, going twice. All right, we're going to go ahead and show this. It's at 6:51. We're going to go ahead and close the public hearing for item A. Let's go ahead and move on to item B. Conduct a public hearing concerning an application for a variance for the property located at 14631 South FM 2790 West from Section 46-276 Use Regulations of Division 5 B1 Neighborhood Business District of Article 5 Districts and District Regulations of Chapter 46 Zoning to allow for a freestanding sign to exceed the maximum height and maximum square feet in the area. It is 6:52. We'll go ahead and show opening up the public hearing. Anybody needs to say any comments? Going once, going twice. All right, Paula, if you can go ahead and show 6:52. No comments also. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the third one in C. This is conduct a public hearing concerning an application for a variance for the property located in 2008 Huckleberry Street from Section 46-190 Area Regulations of Division 2 R1 Single Family Dwelling District of Article 5 Districts and District Regulations of Chapter 46 Zoning to allow for a structure to be placed less than the minimum of rear setback of 15 feet as required and allow in variance obtained by Saddle Ridge Estates subdivision. So let's go ahead and show this public hearing at 6:53. See if there's any comments from anybody else. Going once, going twice. All right, Paula, if you can go ahead and show 6:53. We're closing. No comments. All right, let's go ahead and move on to item number 9, open session. Take action on items discussed. A, consideration and possible action concerning an application by Alejandro Bunera to locate a manufactured home on property legally described as SG Cross Subdivision Lot 10, 0.61 acres, generally located north of Newton Street and west of Wisdom Road, Lytle, Texas. So I have here the city secretary and city administrator, Zach.
Yeah, so I was not at the Manufactured Home Commission meeting. That was when I had my surgery, so that's why I put Paula held that meeting down for me. So obviously, as the data sheet indicated in the public hearing, Mr. Pruneda is looking to place a manufactured home on the property off of Wisdom Road there. It is a used manufactured home, but plans to meet all the requirements as that are required per our manufactured home ordinance. So it did go to the Manufactured Home Commission. I assume they approved
Yes, it did.
outright. Yeah, unanimously approved the placement of it. So.
Okay.
And
Mayor, I'd
obviously-
like to make a motion to approve the application by Alejandro Pineda to locate a manufactured home on the property legally described as South G Gross Subdivision, Lot 10, 0.16 acres, generally located north of Newton Street and west of Wisdom Road, Lytle, Texas.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
You have a second? Okay. Any further discussion?
I have a question. Mr. Pernetta here?
Yes.
Okay. Is the manufactured home on the property right now? Okay. I saw the pictures that you sent with your application, and it wasn't clear to me if it was already on the property or you were just showing what it looked like.
Yeah, they had the board, they asked me that I have to go through a process,
Okay.
and I had to, with the application, I had to submit pictures and everything. And we went to we had a meeting about 2-3 weeks ago, it was approved. And then I was asked we were supposed to have another meeting, and this is where we're at right now. I haven't done anything to it because
Okay.
I was waiting for the,
Good. I just wondered if it was already there
Oh, no.
because I saw the pictures. Okay,
No.
thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Anything else? All right, council? All in favor? Any opposed? All yeas? There we go, sir. No, thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it, sir. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to B, consideration and possible action concerning an application for variance for the property located in 14631 South FM 2790 West from section 462276, use regulations of Division 5, B1 Neighborhood Business District of Article 5, Districts and District Regulations of Chapter 46 Zoning to allow for a freestanding sign to exceed the maximum height and maximum square feet in the area. Zach.
All right, so Mayor and Council, we do have a request from Lytle State Bank and Alamo Sign Solutions to place a new freestanding sign at the intersection of I-35 and 2790. And so the proposed sign height is 18 feet in height and an area of 52.94 square feet. The current ordinance only allows for 16 feet in height and 24 square feet in area. And so we've had others, obviously along I-35 there, asked for variances in the past. So this is just an additional request, but obviously for Lytle State Bank. Max, with the bank, is here in case you have any questions. So.
Mayor, I'd like to start by making a motion to approve the application for variance for the property located at 14631 South FM 2790 West from section 46-276, use regulation of Division 5, B1 Neighborhood Business District of Article 5, District and District Regulations of Chapter 46, zoning to allow for a freestanding sign to exceed the maximum height and maximum square feet in area.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Got a second. Okay, discussion. Okay, the only thing I have is more with the lighting. Is there a way to be able to just adjust the lighting that if for some reason in the future, because it's right on an intersection, so in case we get too much lighting that we might be able to adjust that?
Yeah, James Alfaro from Alamo Signs is here, and I believe so.
Yes, actually, the sign is designed with a automatic dimming switch in it. So once the sun sets, the lighting goes from its highest brightness all the way down. So it will go down. It won't be super bright, so the road's not bright.
Okay, good. Yeah, because it'll be facing from what it looks like, it'll be right at the intersection,
Yes, sir.
right?
And the sign is the same manufacturer as the one we have out here that we also installed. So
Awesome.
it'll do the same thing out here, which the brightness goes all the way down to almost 750 nits, which is the lowest brightness that we have. So it'll be the same as the one that's out here in front of the city right now.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. That's all I had. Anybody else?
Okay.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? There you go. We look forward to seeing it.
All right.
Look forward to seeing it.
Thank you,
That'll be
Max.
good. Oh, hold on.
I'll let you just make sure that it's what the allocation was for.
52.94.
I do have something. It just popped up.
Yes, sir.
Is there any way that you all can put an electric plug in the bottom? Or is there one there?
There will be one there, yes, sir.
Okay,
There's
good.
one there now, but there will be one there.
Because and then the holidays, when we put the decorations out there, let's take advantage of that. It makes it a lot easier for everybody.
Sure.
With the blessing of Latter State Bank. It's
Yeah,
their
we can do that.
electricity.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Council.
We'll
Thank
adjust
you.
the decision form with that information. So,
Yeah, just to make sure that way, the future owner of it.
yes,
Very specific.
yes.
Thank you, Austin. Appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and move on to C, consideration and possible action concerning an application for variance of property located at 20,008 Huckleberry Street from section 46-190 area regulations of Division 2, R1, single family dwelling district of Article 5, districts and district regulations of Chapter 46 zoning to allow for a structure to be placed less than the minimum rear setback of 15 feet as required and allowing variance obtained by Saddle Ridge Estates subdivision. Zach.
All right, so Mayor and Council, on this particular one, we've had a request by the property owners to place a shed at a distance of 5 feet from the rear property line. The Saddle Ridge subdivision was granted a variance when it was developed for a 15-foot setback, and so they're obviously encroaching within that. The normal setback requirement would be 30 feet, but again, with the allowance at 15 for Saddle Ridge, so and they're wanting to go an additional 10 feet closer, which placing it at 5 feet from the fence. So that's the reason for the variance. It did go to Planning and Zoning Commission, and they did recommend approval of the item. So
Is that lot fenced? Is that your property? Oh, okay.
Come on up.
Come on up. Come on up.
So it's a wooden fence, 6-foot wooden fence?
It's a wooden.
Is somebody behind you?
So there's nobody at the moment, but it's an open lot.
building, it's where
Yeah, they're still building houses in the back.
So one of the things that I see is this shed is in alignment with the rear of your home, right? You're going along that site.
Yeah, so it'll be like 5 feet from the.
Yeah, and
side
so
fence
is
and 5
so
feet
is the
from
dwelling. The dwelling's
Oh,
5 feet as well,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it does meet the side setback, which is the
Right.
minimum of 5 feet. It's just that rear setback is the issue. So.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve application for variance for the property located at 20,008 Huckleberry Street from section 46-190 area regulations of Division 2, R1, single family dwelling district of Article 5, districts and district regulations of Chapter 46 zoning, allowing for a structure to be placed less than the minimum rear setback of 15 feet and required to allow for variance obtained by Saddle Ridge Estate subdivision.
Okay. You have a motion on the floor. Do I have a second? Second? Okay. Discussion. I have one thing. So, and you were right on it in the sense of somebody being behind you. So, the entry and the lighting out of the shed, is it going to be facing the house? So the entry door?
Yes, it's gonna be facing the side,
Perfect.
not on the side.
Yeah, not on the side. That way you don't put the light on the neighbor or anything
Oh,
like, okay.
It's not gonna have any lighting, but,
The door.
oh, the door.
The door.
Face.
Oh,
Yeah,
it'll
yeah, yeah.
face this way.
It'll face your house.
Yes.
Okay, that would be good.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that kind of helps out for the long term, just having that, be able to do that. All right. Anything else? All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yays. All right, ma'am. There you go. Yeah. Thank you for your time. Appreciate that. All right. We'll see you later, Jay.
Thanks so much.
Keep making a difference. Yes, sir. All right, D, consideration and possible action concerning Resolution 2524, a resolution of City Council of City of Lytle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of a tax abatement agreement by and between the City of Lytle, Texas, and Rowan Land Resources, LLC, for certain real property located within Reinvestment Zone Number 1, City of Lytle, Texas. Zach.
All right, so Mayor and Council, we've had obviously an application from Rowan Land Resources, who purchased approximately 440 acres on the west side of 683, which is located in the ETJ. This is as y'all probably all know, as the Project Cinco project, and are now very familiar with. So back in March, the council did approve the reinvestment zone number 1 for the city of Lytle, which in order to have a tax abatement agreement in place, that had to happen first. So that was the first step, and now they've approached us for this. Obviously, as y'all know, with this project, they're intending to build a multi-phase data center on this particular project, and Rowan Land Resources is asking for a 10-year, 80% tax abatement on real property and personal property. And then the data sheet covers kind of their commitments as a part of that tax abatement ask on the city. Aaron Henry is here, who represents Rowan, if you have any questions. But we've gone several months back and forth on this particular agreement with legal, and we feel pretty comfortable with where we're at. So obviously it's a consideration by council.
The tax abatement is for both real and personal properties.
Yes.
Can I get an explanation of what the difference is, or a description of what the difference is?
Real property is land itself. Personal property is anything you can remove from the land. So all your office furniture, in this case, it's going to be like hardware.
And that would be construction buildings and stuff like that during the construction phase?
Pick up and move is going to become part of real property.
Right.
But to the extent like a server rack, things that you can wheel out and sell it to somebody else, that would be personal property.
Okay, and then that is also exempt on,
It's taxed separately from real property, but it would be subject to this.
okay.
And I will say, this does mirror the Medina County's agreement that they also. So I mean, it's a pretty much match for match on what they're requesting for that.
I see here on the front page of this, it says it's 80% for 10 years on both real property and personal property. But as I read through this thick packet of information before I came here, it seems like I read somewhere that it's 100% tax abatement on personal property.
So I think in the original application, if I'm not mistaken, you guys had asked for 100% personal property. But then obviously I think when the county only approved 80, they knocked that down to match ours as well.
Okay,
So,
well, I don't think I was making it up. So before this is signed, I would be very happy if y'all,
yes,
legal and others, read through the whole thing again
yes.
and make sure that we're not signing something that gives 100% when we should, as agreed, give 80%.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And based on that, I would like to make a motion, Mayor. I don't think it's been made yet.
Okay.
Make a motion that we approve resolution number 2524 is presented in the agenda item with the effective date of today, April 28th, 2025.
Okay. Got a
I'll
motion
second
on
that,
the floor?
Mayor.
Got a
Second.
second? Okay. All right. Any further discussion? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All yeas. All right. Appreciate it, sir. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to E, consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 2025-25, a resolution of City Council, City of Lytle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of a contract by and between the City of Lytle, Texas, and Flambeau for the fireworks display during the City of Lytle Independence Day event, providing for incorporation of preamble, authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documents necessary to effectuate such contract, and providing an effective date. Zach.
Mayor and council, pretty simple here. Our usual contract with our fireworks provider for the Independence Day Festival or Independence Day fireworks event. And so the contract is before you. Nothing's changed. The amount is kept the same, 20-minute show. So it's just an approval of the contract with Flambeau.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion on this, that we
Okay.
approve resolution number 25-25 as presented with the effective date of today, April
Bless you.
28th, 2025.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a
I'll
second?
second that, Mayor.
Got a second? Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
I
Any opposed?
can't wait to see it.
All right. All yeas. Awesome, awesome. They've done pretty good. They've taken care of our city really well.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to F, consideration and possible action concerning resolution number 25-26, a resolution of City Council, City of Lytle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of an agreement by and between the City of Lytle, Texas, and Ace Construction LLC for Railroad Street, McDonald Street, 12-inch water main loop, CSB number 2025-0202, providing for incorporation of preamble, authorizing the mayor to execute any and all the documents necessary to effectuate such contract, and providing an effective date. Zach.
Mayor and council, we did, or council approved and awarded the bid on March 24th to Ace Construction. And so this is just their contract as a part of that approval. And so that is before you and was in the packet for you to review.
Okay.
There's no indication of monies, right? So it doesn't need to be stated.
So that was done under the award.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 25-26, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Lytle, Texas, approving the terms and conditions of an agreement by and between the City of Lytle, Texas, and ACEE Construction LLC for Railroad Street, McDonald Street, 12-inch water main loop, CSB pound 2025-02-02, providing for incorporation of preamble, authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documents necessary to effectuate such contract, and providing an effective date today of April the 28th, 2025.
Okay, got a motion on the floor. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
A second? Okay. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor?
Uh,
Any opposed? All yeas. Okay. Thank you so much, council. Appreciate that. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to G, consideration and possible action concerning proposed fiscal year 2025-2026 budget calendar.
The time is upon us, council. So.
Time again.
So obviously the proposed budget calendar, it follows generally what was done last year, obviously with updated dates and some things moved around. I did try to keep the primarily Thursdays on the off weeks of our regular council meetings as the dates for the budget workshops. Obviously, we even if you recall from last year, we had to move some of those around anyways as we went through, but this is just a starting place for us to kind of generally, if we know 3 or 4 of y'all can't make a date, then obviously we can adjust right now, but if not, this would be the draft budget calendar.
Got it.
And there was only 2 public hearings?
Yeah, so it would just be one public hearing. Well, you have the public hearing for the tax rate and the budget.
Monday is going to be the regular.
Correct, yeah,
meeting.
yeah.
Okay.
But they can all be held at the same time.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve the proposal for fiscal year 2025 to 2026 budget calendar.
Okay. Got a motion. Got a second? Okay. Discussion? Anything you're concerned with the dates?
Lots of pie charts.
Yes.
That's a pie chart. Be able to put that together. All right. And no questions. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. All yeas. Thank you so much, council. We'll go ahead and start getting things lined up for all that. Okay. And H, briefing and discussion concerning quarterly investment report, period ending March 31st, 2025. And this would be Lynette. We got a slideshow? Is that what it is? Okay. Patricia Cruz.
All right, guys, this is for the first quarter of 2025. I So our summary of funds altogether are pulled between our pool cash accounts, money market, and certificates of deposit, and now the new tax pool fund is $10,828,911. We invested our tax pool. I want to say the 11th, I think it was, is when I transferred all the money over there. Zach and I transferred a little over 2.1 million into there. That is kind of where it sits right now on the tax pool prime. I get daily updates on this, and it's made a huge impact compared to what we were having before. I'll explain that in a minute. So on our tax pool right now, that we're just using on the prime account, within just the 2 weeks or 3 weeks that we've had it in there, we've already made $2,054 in revenues. On average, we were maybe booking that every quarter of the year with the other bank. So this is a huge change and a good benefit for the city and their investments. And that's about what I have. If y'all have any questions on it. We did close out a little over 22 accounts, which was wonderful. I'm working on that right now on the balance sheet to get that all taken care of where it reflects better. That will, most of those monies went back. We still have the major CDs that are there. Zach will make an opinion of what he wants to do with that as they come into maturity and renewal, if he wants to move them over to tax pool or if we're going to keep them in the bank. So, but as of right now, it looks really good.
And we were going to consolidate those that were going to remain in the bank.
Right, so we can.
That's still a process.
Right.
Okay.
So if we're going to consolidate now, or we're going to wait till the maturity and do that then, that's up to the council.
Thank you.
All right. This is just a briefing and just discussion and nothing to take action. Any questions for Lynette? Anything at all? All right. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Good. All right, let's go ahead and move on to item number 10, executive session. The City Council, City of Lidle may convene an executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and Sections 551.074, personal matters, to discuss and consider the following items. A, discussion and update concerning financial procedures and review of FY 2024-2025 audit and preparation of future audits. B, discussion concerning complaint filed by city employee regarding cashiering process. C, discussion concerning bidding process for the booster pump project. And D, discussion concerning pending litigation and civil citation filed with Atascosa County District Court. So, Paula, if you can actually show us, it is 7:19 right now. And go ahead and show us going into executive session. Council, if you Oh, she's right there. You're good. Took a nap. I'll be able to take care of stuff that he needed to do. All right, let's go ahead and show. We are back from executive session. It is 9:15. No action in the sense of that we have. Let's go ahead and move on to 11 and go into discussion and possible action regarding matters discussed in executive session.
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion.
Okay.
I move that the council direct the city administrator to work with AG3 Engineering to go out for bids for our booster pump project.
Okay. You got a second? Okay. Any discussion? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All yeas. All right, council, let's go ahead. I know we've been back there, but we've been going straight. We haven't taken a break. Let's go ahead and take a quick 10-minute break. Paula, do we have something in the back? Okay. Grab something to eat. And then we'll be back to go ahead and take care of the department reports. And we have the last informational items. So let's go ahead and show us going into break at 9:16. All right, let's go ahead and move on. And Paula, if you can go ahead and show, it's 9:28 p.m. And we are back, and we'll go ahead and move on to item number 12, the department reports. And the first one that we have, Lynette, Finance Director's report. Here we go.
This is for your March overview. There's your major on your general funds. Ad valorem, we're over. We've booked in 61,000 more than we budgeted. Hotel tax, I'm sorry. No, it's I'm the wrong. We booked lower than 61,000. 43,000 we're short on hotel tax. We're at 66,000 for the year. Franchise tax 125. Sales tax we're at $1,036,000. We're doing really, really well. We're in the high percentage of that. Permits are at 60,000, and beer and wine are just normal where they normally are. Court fines, 262,000 out of the 500,000 that we have budgeted. We're actually right where we need to be, right at 60%. Fines through Purdue, and that's the outsourcing that we do for warrants and stuff, is a little bit higher than normal, but the girls have been sending the stuff over there a little more often than they were before in the prior years. Animal control, they're still a little bit under on budget. That's because of a lot of changes they had out there. So maybe we'll see some changes. I know that Melinda has some adoption days coming up and stuff like that, and money-making ideas. Library, she's right where she needs to be. A little bit over on the donations compared to what we budgeted, and of course that high income there is her grant that came in. Water utility fees, we booked 83,000. For the month of that shouldn't say January, that should be March. And we have 1,682 accounts. So water impact fees came in at 30,000, and acquisition fees at 25,000, much higher than last month. Stormwater fees, we were totaling that altogether. We've got 57,000 for since we started in February, with 14,688 for the month total. Sewer utilities. We booked 39,000 for the month, and we're right where we need to be at 62%, if I'm doing that in my head right. 312,000 for the year. Impact fees are about the same as well. There's your March cash balances. I've been trying to give y'all so y'all can kind of keep up with what's out there, matched to be back to what I did on the investment plan. Utility billing, all the meters went pretty smoothly. Radio reads, Pete put a few in. We didn't get what we wanted to, but we had, of course, all the water leaks and stuff he was working on. But those 600 meters, the city has 596. Stormwater billings went fine. We had no adjustments in there. I didn't have any customers call or upset. 7, I know you had asked about the rereads. 17 were office initiated on stuff that we had problems that we could read in the books, either a bad read or a transposition or something like that, where the girls had asked the utility guys to go reread for me. And then 8 of them were really flagged to be wrong out of all those. Some of those we just needed to check they were high reads or something like that. We were just taking care of the customers. We don't have any upcoming vacations in May. Finance and accounting, just doing the normal daily reconciliation, the credit cards, everything I normally do. March was preparing, initiating, and finalizing the tax pool transfers. I've been working with NewGen quite a lot on the water and sewer study. We completed that pretty much today. We had some variances were going to come in. He'll be here shortly to present that to you. I took a week's vacation the second week. And I did want to mention that Ronnie has been taking a lot of time to scan documents, trying to go paper light. So she has almost all the accounts payable scanned. So that will be a lot easier for the audit when the auditors come in. And that's all.
All right. Council, any questions? All right. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate that. I got the city secretary. That's a nice photo.
Yes. Well, we received received for the month of March, 33,000 in ad valorem taxes for a total of $1,083,000. We only had $60 in beer and wine this month for the month of March for a total of $235. This is just my training and meetings that I had for the month of March. It's the agenda, regular stuff. We did have the festival. What else I have? Planning and zoning, and just a manufacturer home meeting. Mainly everything the same that we do every month. We did have 3 requests for our records and fulfill 3. So for the year, we have only 4. We did publish 5 agendas, 3 public hearings, and 5 minutes, and 3 ordinances were passed. 3 of the resolutions were passed. And this is my upcoming events. We're having the Edwards Aquifer Authority. They are doing the Drive a Plan giveaway for at least the first 500 people that show up on May the 9th. So it's going to be around, I think it's 10 in the morning. So, and they're all Texas native plants. So I think it's a pretty good event. Yes.
I was really surprised. I had a high schooler that's really excited. Guess he's really into gardening. He
Mhm.
said he was going to be in line.
They give you
First one
2
to
little
get.
plants and the sod and everything. So
Yeah.
it's going to be nice.
And this is by the Edwards.
Yes.
So it's open to everybody. It's
Yes.
not just to Lytle.
No, anybody can come at least.
Yeah.
They're going to have at least 500
Yep.
to give away.
So it's going out to the whole region, inviting folks to come down to Lytle.
Hmm. No, they're just plants. They're all just Texas native plants.
All kinds of.
Mm-hmm. Say what? Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Just get in line.
Get in line.
The drive-by. And then my other news is just my Easter fillers. These are the people, all the staff here actually helped me. Brianna, Ashley, Liza, Ashley, and Ronnie, they all helped me fill the eggs. Of course, I had 2 of their daughters, Amaris and Abby, helping me out. I had Avery and Julio, both students, junior high students that came and helped me out during their spring break. And the Lytle Volunteer Fire Department helped with a bunch of them too. And of course, my son Jaden and my husband Edgar were working at home from, filling all the eggs.
Total number?
I didn't put a lot in it because I want to put that one for the next step for April. So, but we had
Oh,
a
okay.
good turnout. Yes.
Okay.
But that's about it.
Any questions? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Zach.
All right, real quick here. I did take out the streets one since, again, it's hasn't changed, so we'll just move right to the water and sewer. Really, the only continued update here is the 12-inch water main loop. Obviously, we approved the contract tonight with Ace Construction, but still trying to acquire those easements from the properties that we had the condemnation. I had just as recent as today, email exchange with our attorneys on that. So trying to figure out next steps since we haven't received a lot of them yet. And on the sewer plant expansion, I heard today it's probably about 98%. So we're just about there with the plans. So those will be on the shelf and ready to go when we find our $16 million. So residential developments, nothing in Saddle Ridge, and again, I think this is probably going to stay the case. However, I will say with Saddle Ridge that we did get notified from Paul Fletcher, the attorney, that the road for the access is out to bid for a contractor to come in and start that process. So we did get notified of that for the secondary access. I threw in this new picture in here. If you haven't been out there, these are the new streets for an aerial image that was captured for Lytle Farms. So the streets are in, you can see them there. I did it mainly for Michael, and he's not here, so because he said he hadn't seen him out there yet, and that's his district. But as you can see here, Rosewood, 52 completed, 20 that are under construction, and another 18 under review. That'll be, those are probably already now, those are 18 under review. Of course, this is March report, so those have moved obviously to construction now, but they're still doing really good out there. And then Lytle Farms, we're expecting probably to do some walkthroughs in later in May. So on that. As far as permit data, you can see here, pretty heavy on the residential addition remodels, the 8 new homes. that we received, and then the permits issued on the other side there. So pretty similar between there. Inspections for the month, 10 building and then 6 for the MEPs across the board. And then we just had one in March, but again, as you saw, there's a lot under construction, so we expect that number to keep going up as we go through on the residential there. As far as court, total transactions for the month of March was 268, and you see, like I said before, adding that so you can see a total picture of things that they handled. The chart only captures what was taken in and then disposed in the same month. So that's why sometimes those dispositions are kind of low in that 18 to 24. And then you see the quarter total since we are at the end of the quarter, and then so far the FY total. So they're staying busy and getting things moved through court. So upcoming training that Brianna has here this summer for court boot camp. So hopefully get her trained up and maybe even get the license to get a court clerk one license. So, city contracts, no real update here. Kind of back and forth. I guess the one big thing on the AT&T. So all lines have been canceled. There's been some emails back and forth. I'm actually asking John with Frontera to be here next meeting to give an update as well. The mayor had a nice conversation with our account manager just because this thing has gone on way too long. And so, just really trying to close this out so we can get it off, this monkey off our back. But there's been a lot of back and forth of they won't give a credit, they're giving a credit in some, and so we're really just trying to finalize it, and they're supposed to get us in touch with his boss as well, and working through some of those things. So again, I'll have John here to give a better update of where things are. Mary, I don't know if you want to add anything to that.
No, we're still same boat in the sense of just trying to get to the right person that makes the decision.
Yeah. As far as meetings on the left, and just an update on some of our bigger projects going on. So we are Master Change Plan. I think Wednesday we have a meeting for that with Kimley Horn, myself, and a couple other people, so we can get started on that. The Emergency Interconnect, East Medina is, and our engineers and East Medina's engineers are talking and working through specifics. I think we've kind of settled on it's just going to be a one-way emergency interconnect, not a two-way. We can always go back at some point, but at least they would, because of us wanting it for emergency purposes, it really only makes sense at this point just for it to flow to us. Again, we can change that if we need to. The water wastewater rate study, obviously ongoing, as Lynette indicated in her report, and we're hopeful that we get that kind of wrapped up soon. And then the last one, EAA has, so Edwards Aquifer Authority has approved, and I have the permit in hand. We got it on April 18th. And I'm pleased to announce that it looks like we can actually go with the lower amount. So it's still a lot, 120,000, but much lower than we were originally anticipating. So any little bit helps.
Every little bit helps.
And then just as far as human resources, so we have hired a couple individuals out in public works and to fill some positions that people have just kind of left and moved around. As far as parks, obviously Wayne's last day is on Wednesday, April 30th. I've hired Julian Martinez, and he actually started today. I know it said May 12th on there. Originally, he was able to work some things around, and he was able to start today before Wayne left. So that's really good. So he's on board with us now. And then code compliance, I'm working. I've gone through a couple interviews and got a couple more scheduled, but hopefully we'll find somebody on that front pretty quick too. So getting people in places where they need to be. So that's all I got.
All right. Council, anything? Thank you, Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
On the street here on 132, yeah, said they're gonna put asphalt, when they would start, if they start doing that while they're still finishing this, because I know asphalt's gonna be a different company coming in, right?
Talking about with the 132 project, the water line?
Yeah, the 12-inch main.
I don't know. I know we really need to have the easements on this project secured before they even start.
start over here, so they're really focused on that project. We had to do a couple different change orders with some stuff. They had to pour across from the undergrade, so they're working through stuff. I'm not sure on the asphalt, but I will get you an answer about.
Yeah, because it's a mess over there, especially with this rain came in.
Yes.
I mean, I would have thought they would have went into everybody's driveway and put some gravel on each one of them. But man, the old man Cortez, he's having a hard time getting out. Yeah, I mean, it's drying up right now, but sure enough, a week ago.
I'll get some answers for you, that way you can communicate that and.
I know when he was here, he said he was gonna, everything was gonna be asphalt, but
Yes.
he didn't say, particular time.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll get you some answers.
Right. Anything else for Zach? All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Okay. Item number 13, informational items. Start over here. Go around. Paula, anything else? Lynette, nothing. Matt.
We are closed Friday for battle flowers. Can't change that now.
Hey, we need to get it out though. Let's put a little reminder.
I know Richie sent it out in his report.
Yeah. Let's put a reminder. Be able to do that. That'll be good. Anything back there? Anything? Sandra? Nothing? Pete? Okay. Anything? Nope. Richie, anything at all? Austin? You go?
All right. So the church thing is over there at the school in here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there another one going up?
No.
Getting picked up?
During the week. During the week, they have the normal bulk pickup.
Okay.
This
So
is
there
a-
it is.
Once a quarter, we have a bulk pickup week.
Yeah, because they were putting out and they said, "Are we doing the right thing?" I said, "I think so. Just let me double check and make sure about that."
We do it for two purposes. One is because they do out there, and if it doesn't get picked up, guess what? They have a second chance, and they just bring it to the dumpster. Because sometimes it doesn't get picked up. Yeah.
And that's this week.
Yeah.
Or a couple days from now.
Yep.
It may actually be easier for some of the people too, instead of hauling it from a garage somewhere out to the sidewalk, they back a truck up to their garage, load their junk up and drive it right over and dump it in a dumpster. So
Yeah.
it helps the citizens out in that regard.
Or their garage is that close to the
Well,
Both options are available.
You have it available. Anything? Okay. First of all, I just want to go ahead and because it was placed on here, I want to pass on to the whole council, the family, the judge's family out of Medina County. Just want to say thank you. We actually took his mom passed away. So we actually took a flower donation. Paola helped us out with that. So they just wanted to thank the city of Lido for sending something on the whole city's behalf. So appreciate the support on that. Okay, things to cover on there. I just want to let Richard David, thank you in a sense of making a difference and continuing to make a difference. I heard here in the last few weeks, and especially even this weekend, some of your constituents actually talking about how much they appreciate being able to talk to you. So kudos on that. Thank you for doing that and going around and talking to them. Thanks to Paola, City Hall staff, Public Works, PD, and volunteers. We had a very successful egg hunt, so appreciate everything. That worked out really good. Hours of work all gone in how many minutes? Yeah, so it worked out really good. I mean, we had a very successful Easter egg hunt. So thank you for all your hard work on all that. Thanks to PD, besides all the stuff that you're doing, also heard some good things of you guys keeping the Passion of Christ procession safe. That was a good group of people, and it worked out really good. So I appreciate you guys taking care of them. Say thanks to Public Works for doing all the fine tuning work with the water and the sewer. You guys have been a few curveballs this past week and trying to take care of that. So I appreciate that, along with all the little extra things that went along. I will say They probably had the best looking photo for Easter egg, don't you think? They did. They did. They even took a picture with the Easter egg bunny, and they look good. So that worked out really good. Thanks to Paola, and I think you got a little bit of help from Brianna also with the outreach program. Yep. So that worked out really good. Thank you for taking care of the seniors and everybody else that goes along with that. Want to also say thanks to Discover Church. Zach, they came and they helped out in different parts of the. Mostly, it was at Coal Mine Park and John Lott. Yeah, so they had volunteer hours and they came over and did a little bit of painting and fixing and stuff like that. So that was pretty good. Appreciate that. Just wanted to give a little extra too. It was, this weekend we had the Bakery Pub that actually closed down. So just want to say thanks to the families, to everybody for 4 successful years. A lot of great memories in that place. We had a lot of good laughs, a lot of sad days too that went along with that. But it was a good way to kind of get us kick-started after coming out of COVID. And that was one of the places that helped out bring us together. And then it just took off. I mean, the city just took off from that period of time. So appreciate that. Matt, just want to say thank you for all your help. We have installed the antennas over at the Sirens. So I think we're going to be working on that on Wednesday. So we'll have a siren test, even though it's supposed to be on the first Wednesday. We're just going to go ahead and do it. Depending on the weather, if for some reason it gets ugly. I think Wednesday night they're saying that we might have some rough weather. So we'll just have to play it by ear. But we need to test it, make sure everything works. And that way we are fully prepared. I think this would be the first time we get the one over at the sewer treatment plant going, and that covers that section with all the new houses and everything. So that was going to be good. Wednesday, if the weather's not too bad, Lido High is having a fundraiser that night. It's a football game. It's called the Powder Puff. There you go. Game, and it's boys and girls. They switch sides, and it's pretty neat in a sense of just letting them have some fun out there. And it is a fundraiser for the student council. They do that. Like I mentioned before, we have the cleanup this Wednesday, the 3rd of May. If you want to help out, please let Zach know so we can actually plan things out for that day. The same day on the 3rd of May, we have the car show over at the VFW. That's from 11 to 4 p.m. And then on Saturday, too, we have the band that is in the Flambeau Parade.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
And that starts at dark. They have to be there. They're going to leave at 2, get there at 3, and they block everything off. And then they start the parade at 8 o'clock, and we're number 153 out of 190 something. And so the kids
Long.
should be getting home by 2 in the morning.
It's going to be a long.
They did it last year. They loved it. They wanted to go back, so they're going back. A lot of parents are volunteering to be chaperones to walk along with little trailers with their wagons with water. So it's become a big deal in 2 years.
Yeah, it's fun. The Flambeau is fun. It's always good, but it's more fun if it's earlier. You get done earlier than later, but it's good. That's good. It showcases Lido again. Want to go ahead and let everybody know, and Richie send it out, and we've been communicating. So the night of the 4th, okay, and the night of the 18th. So we have 2 nights. Both of them are Sunday, starting at 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. on I-35. There's going to be intermittent closures. They're going to be running, CPS Energy is going to be running the new power lines that go across from the Western Warehouse around there all the way to the Best Western. That's the 4th and the 18th of May. It's a Sunday, and they start at 9 p.m. So literally, they're going to be fully stopped for, they say no more than 15 minutes. I will say probably more like 30 minutes, and then get everybody going. And then they have 7 opportunities on the 4th. On the 18th, they have 5. So be prepared. Google, like always, will always say, hey, take a route. So we more likely, Richie and I have been talking, we're probably going to see a lot more traffic on 132. Because if you get off and get 132, you're going to avoid everything off of it. So it's going to get a little bit busy. Yeah. And I think the last time, Richie, that this happened, you mentioned to me that we actually did have, it wasn't one of ours, it was one of their contractor police. Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed and everything. Hopefully, the traffic is not heavy. We've been doing as much as possible. I think the posts that we've had, I think I was up to 38,000 views. So we've been pushing it out and get as many people to avoid, basically, try to see if they can avoid that evening. Try to do that. So please plan that out. I also want to mention our gas company, Zach, is still continuing to do some work around the city. So be prepared. You know, they're just doing little things. We'll get the information out as soon as they let us know, and any adjustments that go along with that. We got Diego out of the track. He's competing at state on Thursday. There's a big send-off here at the South Texas Hardware on Wednesday at 9:25 a.m. To wish him well. Congrats also going out to Nate for winning the boys singles at District 3A tennis. And then we have the boys baseball team. They're co-champs with the district on district ball, but they're actually three-peat. This is the third time that they've gotten it in a row. They start on by district, and they start playing on Thursday, Friday, and then if necessary on Saturday. They're going to be in Marion. They're playing school Westgate, I think. Westgate, yeah, out of San Antonio. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully we do good in two, and we're done. Be able to do that. Okay. Lastly, birthdays. So Jesse's birthday is on the 1st of May, so you can have fun with him. We got Ashley on the 6th of May, and then we have somebody I'm looking at over there from PD on the 25th. So Richie, big day over PD on the 25th, okay? We're having steaks. Wow.
May 17th, we're having a hamburger sale and coal mine trip.
Oh, you having another one?
Another one.
Well, you got to send me the flyer.
Okay, I'll send it.
So what day?
May 17th.
The 17th. Okay.
I got a bunch of tickets.
Hey, the last one was really good.
It was good.
It was really, really good. You guys did a really good job. That was really good. It was heavy. I mean, it was packed. They did a really good job. Okay, last thing. Anything? Anybody? Any additional stuff? I want to do that? Okay. With that in mind, it is 9:56. Can I get a motion for us to adjourn?
I'll make that motion, Mayor.
Got a motion? Second? Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. And lastly, before I hit this, Miguel, thank you. Appreciate it.